The Germans growing up after the horrors of the Nazis they were sensible. They had one rule above all: don't be Nazis. Don't be like our parents. And if you're going to have any guiding principle, that's not a bad one. But Berman shows how this generation, some of whom were flatmates of the future German foreign minister, in the 1950s was still holding to this light. Don't be Nazis. Don't do what our parents did. By the 1960s, many of them have gravitated to the cause of the PLO and the nascent Palestinian movement. By the time that the Palestinians are hijacking airline planes, one of Joschka Fischer's former flatmates is on the plane with the terrorists and divides up the Jews from the non-Jews. We've done it again. I'd submit that many of the people in our own time are actually repeating that very mistake.
That's very true. The mutation of anti-Semitism in every generation. But I'd like to share with you and the response, perhaps, at times towards anti-Semitism. Many years ago, I was the chaplain at McGill University running the Chabad house. And as I came in from the back door into the Chabad house, I got a phone call from the McGill Daily. What do you say about the anti-Semitism, the swastikas, the Chabad house? I says, I don't know. I didn't see them. I hang up the phone and go to take a look. And before I could, another call. The Canadian Jewish News is calling. What do you say about the anti-Semitism? So I don't know. Let me go find out. Anyways, I go outside. And on the sidewalk, there were 2 swastikas. Think, how am I going to deal with that? Should I make a big deal about it? I called an artist friend that was living in the Chabad house at the time, Chaim, and I said, Chaim, come, we got to do something. So he brought some paint, spray paint, and he made from the swastika tic-tac-toe. And we had a game, 2 games actually, of tic-tac-toe. They called me back from the McGill Daily, from the Canadian Jewish News, all concerned. And I told them, let's not make a big deal of it, because we're going to get copycatters as a result. Sometimes anti-Semitism is best let to die its own ugly death, rather than pointing it out and increasing more copycat anti-Semitism. Sometimes it's necessary to point it out, and sometimes not. But the key for the Jewish people is that we are a light unto the nations. And never forget that that's what we're about. Not fighting darkness, but introducing more light into this world to change the world for good.